Okay, now that you got an idea on how to define functions, we can safely go back to our program where we left it, and I'll explain you these lines now. So, to give you a summary, the program asks the user to enter the pin code, the user entered pin code, let's say they entered the correct pin code that is located, that is found in the dictionary, and then the program asks the user to enter a fruit. And then the fruit name is passed as an input to the function. So as you see here, we are using the print built-in function to print out the output of the find in file function, which is defined up here. So basically, if the user enters orange in here, let me execute this to explain it better. Python 3 basics. Enter your pin 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a correct pin code. Enter fruit. So if I enter orange here, this orange string, so here we are, this orange string will be stored in this fruit variable. Okay, so the fruit variable will be equal to orange at this point. Therefore, the function will be executed using the orange string as input, as argument, as the value of the argument fruit. And so orange then will be assigned to this parameter here. So basically this f will be equal to the string orange. And what will happen is, now with these lines I'll explain them briefly, because I'll go through these processes later on in more depth. But basically what these are doing is we're opening the sample.txt file as a file in Python, as a file object, and then we read the content of the sample.txt file, which by the way contains three lines. It contains orange, apple, and banana. And then here we create a list with this method. So the Python list will have 3 items. It will have the item orange, so the string orange, the string apple, and the string banana. So all this with just like this, but with those strings, fruits. And so then we check if f, so f is orange, because that's what the user entered. If orange in fruits, which is the list with items orange, apple, and banana, if orange is in that list, we will return this string. That fruit is in the list. Else, which means if orange is not in the list, we will return no such fruit found. As simple as that. So orange, enter, that fruit is in the list. Now you see that this function is not as simple as the one we created earlier, like not as simple as this. It has more lines, and you'll see, if you look closely, you'll see that we have a conditional here. So you can have conditional blocks inside a Python function definition. You'll see that the conditional starts indented just like the other lines in here. And then the action that is dependent, that is part of the conditional block, is also indented under the condition in here, which means we have 4 white spaces in here, and then we have another set of 4 white spaces in here, which means 8 white spaces in total. Then else is in the same level, indentation level with if, and then we have another indentation here for the next return statement. And yeah, that's the idea. And yeah, that's how this function works. A couple of lectures later, I'm going to explain how to handle files in Python, so don't worry about these lines, these 3 lines for now. I still have to tell you a few more things about functions, and then we move on to this file handling. So I'll talk to you later.